So as we saw in the previous class, if problem is adhyasa, then Shabda is the Pramana. That is the clinching point. If problem is adhyasa about oneself, then all the pratyaksha, the pramanas, presuppose that adhyasa as it is going to be shown in Adhyasa Bhashya is going to be shown. The Pramatru Pramana Prameya Bhava, this Vyavahara, you see, this Vyavahara that I make my existence as Aham Pratyaya Gocharaha, Asmat Pratyaya Gocharaha. I make my existence as both the subject and object of my own pratyaya, and also being a vishayi, an objectifier of something. So this objectifier status makes me a vishayi. So this objectifier status with a sense of division, and also making myself aham pratyaya, both vishayi and vishaya. This whole vyavahara presupposes adhyasa. It presupposes adhyasa means it is in the form of adhyasa. Like perception of the snake presupposes, even though we use the term, presupposes rajju adhyasa, adhyasa bhogalo. Sarpa pratiti presupposes adhyasa, even though we use that terminology, but yet what we mean is sarpa pratiti is adhyasa about the Lord. Is. So, this pratyakshadi pramanas themselves presuppose adhyasa, or they are in the form of adhyasa. Pratyakshadi pramanas are in the form of adhyasa. Now, how can adhyasa correct itself? If pratyakshadi pramanas themselves are adhyasa, or a distorted thing within the Atma, now this very adhyasa called pramatru pramana prameya bhava, this pramatru pramana prameya bhava, which Bhashyakara says as something that presupposes adhyasa, but actually it is adhyasa as he himself says it elsewhere also many places. Now if pratyakshadi pramanas themselves are adhyasa, pramanam is adhyasa, prameya is adhyasa, and my status as pramaka is adhyasa. Now, how does this adhyasa get corrected? Pramanas are adhyasa, not corrector of adhyasa. Pramatritvam is adhyasa. How do I, the individual, correct my adhyasa as an individual? Meaning, if I have to do something, then I have to take the help of my senses. If I have to do anything, if I have to think anything, then I have to take the help of my senses, and the senses themselves are adhyasa, and myself being pramata is adhyasa. Now, how can we use the pratyakshadi pramanas to correct? Why? Because about which there is adhyasa, that vastu is not pratyaksha pramana vishaya. And everything that is in the form of pratyaksha pramana vishaya is adhyasa about that vastu. The senses and the objects are adhyasa about the vastu, but the vastu itself is not pratyakshadi pramana. And to correct the adhyasa, I must know the vastu. And vastu, for knowing anything, I use the senses. And senses I can use the senses only to know the vishaya of the senses. Sense objects, but not the vastu. And the sense objects are not the vastu, sense objects are the adhyasa about the vastu. Therefore, how can I use the pratyakshadi pramanas to correct the adhyasa? This must be understood well. Therefore, given the nature of the problem, pratyakshadi pramanas are not the pramanas for correcting adhyasa, therefore shabda becomes the pramana. Nor can we say really, because we don't have pratyakshadi pramanas, or pratyakshadi pramanas are not valid in correcting the adhyasa, and therefore we are left with no means by which we can correct the adhyasa, therefore it is an incorrectible adhyasa, you can't. Why? Because that is again, if it is adhyasa, then it should be available for correction. Not only it should be available for correction, there should be availability of the means of correction. Therefore, adhyasa is anadi. Therefore, its correctability also is anadi. And the means also is anadi. In that sense, Shastram also is anadi. Adhyasa is anadi, Shastram is anadi. When did the correctability of the adhyasa born? I say it is when there is a born means it is not born in time. Since if you say adhyasa is anadi, then alongside adhyasa, what is available? Its correctability. Along with its correctability, what is available? Pramanam. There is something, some means. And that means is the Shabda Shastram. That Shastram is also anadi. The anaditvam of the Shastram can be established on the basis of Pravaha Nityatvam. But more fundamentally than that, the explanation that I gave alone works. Understand this point? If adhyasa is anadi, then its correctability is anadi, the means of correction also is. Its correctability is synonymous with it. The means of correction is also synonymous with it. Therefore, we can't take the stand that adhyasa cannot be corrected because pratyakshadi pramanas. Say, pratyakshadi pramanas may not be the pramanas, but there is a means, and that means is the shabda. And it is also not a shabda vachyam. It is a shabda lakshya. To be understood. Shabda lakshya means shabdam as corrective of an error about vastu, it is called lakshana. And that vastu is the lakshya. So if Shabda is the Pramanam, Shastram is the Pramanam, then I should become literary. I must know the Shabdas. How the Shabdas really do the job, I must go into Shastra. And Shastram is in the form of Vakyas. And Vakya means Pada Samuham. It has a group of words. Therefore, I must have really Pada Jnanam. I must also have Vakya Jnanam. Without, that is what is called really Pramana Vichara, Pramana Jnanam. Shabda Jnanam I must have. Otherwise, I will be just imagining some reality. Like a blind man without eyes would only be imagining the colors. Like a deaf man would be imagining sound. Similarly, a man without any entry into Shabda Pramanam would be imagining what Atma is, Paramatma is. Here all kinds of, all those imaginations as you have been shown are a part of Anandi Adhyasaha, they don't make any dent. And therefore to understand the Pada and Vakyam, and understanding the Pada and the Vakyam means their Vishayam, and their Vishayam happens to be not Vishayam, but their Vishayam happens to be the Vishayi, the Vastu, which is already within Anubhava. And therefore, I must enter the realm of Mimamsa. We have to enter the realm of Vichara, analysis. You can't really, reflection does not mean without really Vakya you can reflect. Reflection is always Vakya Purvaka Vichara. Pramana Purvaka Vichara. What the Vakya says, is it true? That is called Vichara. But I must know what the Vakya says. How it says. Vakya means the whole Shastra. It is Ekavakyatvam, understand. Shastra enjoys what? Ekavakyatvam. It is the entire teaching is called Ekavakya. It is one statement about the truth. Ekavakya. And in order to go into the Shastra, well, we have to go into Brahma Sutras. Because Brahma Sutras help you enter Shastra Mimamsa in a proper way. And that is why here Bhashyakara first introduces the problem. See? Once we do the Nirupana of Adhyasa, once we understand the problem is nothing, there is no, it's not the problem of Ana and Upadana. In contrast to Adhyasa, there are only two problems. Either the problem is Adhyasa or the problem is Hana and Upadana. I have a problem because I don't have something. Or I have a problem because I have an object. We always think that my problem is that I have a certain things which I don't like, or I don't have such a certain things which I need. Every jiva thinks only in terms of Hana and Upadana. We blame the objects that we don't have, or the objects we have. So one person says, my problem is that I have a wrong wife. Understand? Another person says, I don't have a wife at all. For want of a wife, I am unhappy. Another person says, due to my wife, I am unhappy. This is technically called Hana Upadana. The whole world of Jiva blames his unhappiness on Hana, on Upadana. This point must be captured very well. Our entire wandering in samsara is because we don't change that thing. I am unhappy because I don't have this. Or I am unhappy because I have this. Therefore, there is pravritti and nivritti. What I don't have towards it, I have pravritti. What I have because of which I am unhappy, I want nivritti. This pravritti and nivritti are the forms of samsara struggle. I have pravritti nivritti because I think in terms of Hana and Upadana. I blame Hana and Upadana for my problem. And Vedanta comes and says, your problem is not that you have some object or you don't have some object. Your problem is not Hana Upadana, your problem is non-recognition of a vastu which cannot be, need not be gained and which cannot be got rid of. It is aheyam and anupadeyam. The vastu, there is a certain thing which is aheyam. Aheyam means which you can't have nivritti from it. And it is anupadeyam. It is not upadeyam. It is not something to be gained. It is anupadeyam. It is aheyam. It is anupadeyam. You don't have to gain it and you can't get rid of it. That means you can't have pravritti towards it. You can't have nivritti from it. It is pravritti, nivritti free. It is not pravritti vishayam nor nivritti vishayam. And the whole world thinks, Jiva generally thinks in terms of pravritti, all the time. You have to watch. Anyway, it is most evident anyway. Most evident. So, only two problems. The universally felt problem is one universally felt, acknowledged problem is Hana, Upadana. My problem is Hana. My problem is Upadana. This I have. If I have this, I will be happy. Or if I get rid of this, I will be happy. See the thinking. And this is the thinking all over the Srishti. Not that it has been picked up. That is the Svabhava. As a Jiva in ignorance, he can only think in these terms. Vedanta comes and says, your problem is not that, this. Thus, I have to discern between the universally acknowledged problem, the universally concluded problem, the universal conclusion as to what the problem is, and the actual problem. The actual problem of the Jiva is adhyasa. If Hana and Upadana were our problem, then what is the solution? Karma. You do karma to get what you don't have, and you do karma to get rid of what you have. Pravritti, nivritti. But if that were the problem, then it would have solved because Jiva has been all the time with pravritti, nivritti. But he really becomes, there is no solution. He remains the same. He doesn't come back to square one because he has never taken a step ahead. Agar kuch jata, he has not taken one step. Therefore here, the actual problem, what is it? And also this pravrutti nivrutti, this concluded problem, when we talk about it, we should include all that. That I have not, that I am away from God. Therefore I have to get. That also comes under what? Hana upadana. God is away, and when I meet God, I will be happy. I am not spiritual, I am materialistic, therefore I am unhappy. That is also pravritti nivritti. Usme bhi koi dam nahi. Oh, when we become all spiritual, then our problem will be solved. What is spiritual? That means lack of spirituality, whatever that might be. These are all. It all comes under the realm of hana upadana. But the actual problem is not hana upadana, adhyasa is the problem, because of which there is a thinking called hana upadana, pravritti nivritti. Clear? And that is why Bhashyakara, before he begins the Sutra Bhashyam, he elaborately tells us what the problem is. And that is what? Adhyasa Bhashya. We can begin. Yushmadasmat pratyaya gocharayoho Vishaya Vishayinoho Tamah Prakashavat Viruddha Swabhavayoho Itare Dharabhavanupavattau Siddhayam Tat Dharmanam Api Sutaram Itare Dharabhavanupavatti Yushmat Asmat Pratyaya Gochara yoho, that is the first word. Yushmat, asmat, pratyaya, gochara yoho. Yushmat, pratyayascha, asmat, pratyayascha, yushmat, asmat, pratyayau, tayoko, Yushmat asmat Yushmat pratyaya Yushmat pratyayaha Yushmat pratyayascha Asmat pratyayascha Yushmat asmat pratyayau. And if you bring in gocharaha, Yushmat pratyaya gocharaha Asmat pratyaya gocharascha Yushmat asmat pratyaya gocharau tayoho Yushmat asmat pratyaya gocharayo. Between the asmat pratyaya gochara and Yushmat pratyaya gochara. This is the way. We'll go into it. Aram se Yushmat pratyaya gochara. One compound is what? Yushmat pratyaya gochara. There are three words in it. And the second, asmat pratyaya gochara. Yushmat means you. Swamiti pratyaya, Yushmat pratyaya. Pratyaya means thought, perception. Gocharaha means Vishaya, Vyavahara, Vishaya. This Pratyaya itself is Vyavahara. Pratyaya Gocharaha means Vyavahara, Vishaya. Yushmat Pratyaya Gocharaha. An object of the thought you. Asmat Pratyaya Gocharaha, that which is evident as though an object of I. Now we take up here, first we take up Asmat. In Sanskrit, Asmat is in plural. Asmat means Mat avabhyam asmat. Mat avabhyam asmat. Asmat is in plural. But here it should be taken Vayamiti Pratyayaha Asmat, don't say Ahamiti Pratyayaha Asmat. Vayamiti Pratyayaha Asmat nahi, Ahamiti Pratyayaha Asmat. Because there is no Anubhava. You don't experience we. Do you experience we? You don't experience we. You experience only I, singular. As a seer, it is me alone. I, aham pashyami, aham shunomi. You see, in this manner, you have the anubhava, aham jagarmi, and also aham swapimi, and aham sushuptaha. Whatever it is, whenever you refer to yourself, the anubhava is singular, aham, aham, aham. This aham iti pratyaya gocharaha. Aham iti pratyaya gocharaha is called asmat pratyaya gocharaha. And it is in the form of vishayi. In Vyavahara, we have to begin with where we stand. This is called Anuvada. What is really its Swarupam? It is neither Asmat Pratyaya Vishayaha, nor is it Asmat Pratyaya Vishayi. Now it is not even Vishayi, but in Vyavahara, I see, I am evident to myself as Aham Pratyaya Gocharaha and also Vishayi. Vishayi means Vishayi Karoti. Iti Vishayi. The one who objectifies is a Vishayi. In relation to my objectifying something, I become Vishayi. So in the Vyavahara, how do we look to ourselves? Even though one may say that I am only body, but he also knows that I am the seer, hearer, taster, toucher, smeller. That anubhava is not eclipsed with his pronouncement that he is only the body. That I am the body conclusion does not eclipse the anubhava that I am aware. Therefore, as the seer, what are we doing? Vishayi karumi. I am objectifying. As a hearer, what are we doing? Vishayi karumi. I am objectifying. Thus everything we are objectifying. I know is what? Vishayikaranam. So the one who is objectifying, the one who Vishayi karoti, iti Vishayi. And it looks as though it is asmat pratyaya gocharaha within adhyasa. That is not its swarupa. It is not its swarupa. But in adhyasa we look to ourselves as aham pratyaya adehohamiti pratyaya gocharaha vishaya. Even though I look at myself as an object of my own thought, aham pratyaya gocharaha, but that particular conclusion that I am an object of my own aham pratyaya, despite this thought, my being the Vishayi is not. This point must be grasped. I am aham pratyaya vishaya. It looks as though I am an object of my own thought. But along with that thought that I am an object of my own thought, despite that conclusion, the truth is very evident that I continue to be Vishayi. Vishayi means as the objectifier of that very aham pratyaya, as the very objectifier of everything, as the objectifier, we are not Vishayi. So, within the Vyavahara, if you do Anuvada, what are we? Aham pratyaya gocharaha. And what else are we? Vishayi. I am aham pratyaya gocharaha. And I am also Vishayi. Can you argue against it? Vishayi. In relation to anything, and the seer, hearer, taster, toucher, smeller, anything, in Vyavahara we stand as Vishayi. This is one. And the other is Yusmat Pratyaya Gochara. Object. Yusmat means Tvam iti Pratyayaha Yusmat Pratyaya. Tvam iti Pratyaya Gocharaha Yusmat Pratyaya Gocharaha. Every object, including the body, is also an object. Is what I objectify as a Vishayi, what I objectify is Yusmat Pratyaya Gochara. Why it is called Yusmat Pratyaya Gochara? Because when I look at this object, I am Vishayi, Asmat Pratyaya Gocharaha, I am Vishayi, and in relation I am looking at the object. Now what is the object for me? You. What is the object? You. Can I look at the object and say this? हे रामा, इसको समझने के लिए कुछ समय लगेगा. I am looking at the object. Supposing I am talking to you about this, then I say this. So this is a vikalpa, but what is the anubhava? Anubhava means what is the pratyeti? I am looking at the object. Ayam asmat pratyaya vishayaha gocharaha. And the object is straight away in contrast. What is it? Yushmat pratyaya gocharaha. Yushmat pratyaya gocharaha. As objectified, it can never be an object of this or an object of that pratyaya. You understand, in anubhava it is the anubhava is me, you. If I talk about this to you, then I use the word this object, vagaira, vagaira. So the word ayam, the word idam, all these words, this implying this, ayam vishayaha, understand, idam vastu, ayam purushaha, जो भी है, अयम वृक्षः, इयम नदी. This is not anubhava. This I want to make it clear. There is no anubhava of an object as this. We use it as it's a vikalpa over the anubhava, and the anubhava is you. Are you going to follow? I look at the object, me, and I look at the mountain, me, and in relation to me, what is the mountain? The whole prapancha is one. Yushmat pratyaya vishaya. Contrast is complete between aham pratyaya gochara and yushmat pratyaya. But we refer to the objects as this and that. What are they? They are vikalpas. They are vikalpas means they are imposed. As experienced, every object is yushmat pratyaya vishayaha. Then later on, we impose on the yushmat pratyaya vishayaha. What is experienced as tvam is referred to as this, that, etc. Being termed this, being termed that, is a vikalpa on the experience called yushmat pratyaya vishayaha. Are you going to follow this? Bhashyakara very deliberately uses the word yushmat pratyaya gocharaha to show the contrast complete. Contrast complete. This body, even though we say, what is the anubhava? Don't think of anything. You are looking at the body. Now between the two, what are you? What is me? Aham pratyaya gocharaha. What is the body? Yushmat pratyaya gocharaha. Yushmat pratyaya gocharaha. Asmat pratyaya gocharaha. Yushmat pratyaya gocharaha can never be vishayi. What I objectify can never objectify. And the one who objectifies can never be objectified. Vishayi remains Vishaya despite my thought that I am Aham Pratyaya Vishaya. I may call myself I am an object of my own thought, but despite that thought I continue to be Vishayi. So the Vishayi cannot be an object of thought. It cannot be Yushmat Pratyaya Vishaya. And the object cannot be Asmat Pratyaya Gocharaha. Within, is it evident or not? Absolutely evident. Now Bhagavan says Asmat, Yushmat, Asmat Pratyaya Gocharayoho. What is evident through the Asmat Pratyaya and what is evident as Yushmat Pratyaya Gochara? Now there are some Visheshanas told about it. Vishaya, Vishayi, no. Vishaya, an object. Vishayi, the objectifier, the subject. He is called Vishayi because he Vishayi Karoti in that. Vishayi Karoti, it is from Adhyaropa Drishti. Atma, due to Adhyasa, the Advitiyam looks as Vishayi. The Advitiya Atma due to Adhyasa looks Vishayi as the objectifier, and from the same Adhyasa Drishti and from the point of view of the same Adhyasa, well, the Shruti also refers to Atma oneself as Vishayi. So, Vishaya, Vishayi, Loho. Vishaya and between the Vishaya and Vishayi. Between the Asmat Pratyaya Gochara and Yushmat Pratyaya Gochara. What are these two? Between Vishayi and Vishaya. Between the two, Vishaya, Vishayino. What else are their nature? That is said. Tama prakashavat viruddha swabhavayoho. Tamaha prakashavat, like even darkness and light. Yushmat Pratyaya Gochara is first. Vishaya is first. Therefore, Tamaha is first. Tamaha, darkness. Prakasha is light. But like even them, Viruddha Swabhavayoho, they are by nature unlike each other. They are opposed to Viruddha Swabhavayoho. Darkness cannot be light. Darkness cannot be qualified by light. Darkness cannot have sanyoga or sansarga or samavaya. Darkness cannot have association with light, sanyoga. It can't have sansarga, noun-adjective relationship. Darkness also cannot have causation between self and light. Cause and effect. They are the darkness, we are just taking it as another thing. Darkness is nothing but absence of light. The very absence of light cannot qualify the light. The very absence of the light cannot have any sanyoga, sansarga, samvaya. So light is not darkness, darkness is not light. Both can't be each other. Both can't qualify each other. Both can't become each other. Both can't become each other. Both can't qualify each other. ये दोनों बात याद रखना. They can't become each other. Darkness cannot transform and become light. Nor light can transform and become darkness. So, itaretara bhava is not possible. Each becoming the other is not possible. And there can't be vishesha visheshana bhava also. Noun-adjective relation. In that manner, how between the light and the darkness? There is virodha. There is virodha, total dissimilarity between Vishayi and Vishaya. Vishayi can never be Vishaya. Vishaya is not Vishaya. Vishayi is not Vishaya. Vishayi can't become Vishaya. Vishayi cannot be qualified by Vishaya. Similarly, Vishaya is not Vishayi, because Vishaya doesn't objectify. Because when does it become Vishayi? Now this is Vishaya. Then can you call it Vishayi? When it can objectify another, when it objectifies itself or others, then it also becomes Vishayi. But the Vishaya is not Vishayi. Vishaya can never become Vishayi, nor is it qualified by Vishayi. One of the attributes of that ego, you can't say Vishayitvam. It's not qualified by Vishayitvam. Therefore, tamam prakashavat viruddha swabha. This virodha, is it evident or not? ये इसको देखना है, अनुभव में है या नहीं? स्वामी जी आप कहेंगे तो है. वेदांत काम नहीं करेंगे. What is evident, in fact, is only this virodha. If you look at the whole prapancha and yourself, what is most striking opposition is, I cannot be objectified, and the objectified cannot object. I am the subject, the Vishayi, and everything else is object, Vishaya. Even, and I am covering this point, even when I think I am the body, this object, Swamiji, I am objectifying myself. You see, you said Vishayi can't become Vishaya, but I am objectifying my existence. Therefore, me, the Vishayi, has become the Vishaya for myself. Even when you say that is not really Anubhava, that is Adhyasa, that is a conclusion, and despite that conclusion, you continue to be Vishayi for that conclusion. I continue to be the very Vishayi, the objectifier of my own conclusion that I am Vishaya. Evident or not? On the basis of this evident virodha is the whole unfoldment. On the basis of this most unquestionable, most evident contrast between the objectifier, the Vishayi, and the objectified, the Vishaya, the most evident contrast between the two is the basis for vichara. Is the basis for vichara. If the contrast is absolutely evident, even the idea that I am the body, for this idea one stands as Vishayi. If this is clear, then the whole problem is what? I am Deha. I don't see that contrast. I live with the idea that I am only the Vishaya and I don't recognize my being the Vishayi. And the evident Vishayi lives with the idea. He doesn't lose his status as Vishayi, but he lives with the idea that he is Vishaya. Is what? Is Adhyasa. Therefore Adhyasa is evident or not? That the problem is Adhyasa is evident. The Vishayi, Vishayitvam has not doesn't go. Don't say in the Adhyasa the Vishayitvam is eclipsed. Avaran ho gaya, don't say. Bhagavan is saying Tamah Prakashavat Viruddha Svabhavayoho means they are opposed like light and darkness. That is not the translation. They are evident to be opposed. Like even light and darkness. They are opposed like light and darkness which you need to discover. That is not what is. Which you will need to experience. No. They are already evident to you. You are experiencing the contrast. Without recognizing. I am experiencing my contrast with the rest. I am the Vishayi. Even if Bhagavan comes and stands before us, what do we stand? He stands as a form. Then what are we? Vishayi. And Bhagavan? Vishaya. Bhagavan doesn't become Vishaya. That form becomes Yushmat Pratyaya Gocharaha. Yushmat Pratyaya Gocharaha. And we are Asmat Pratyaya Gocharaha Vishayi. That must come. If the word Vishayi is not told, it doesn't work. Therefore, Vishaya Vishayinoho Tamah Prakashavat Viruddha Svabhavayoho. Between the which are opposed like light and darkness. Itaredara bhavanupapattau. itara bhava anupapattihi. Itara in English we have to understand one and the other. एक दूसरे कहते हैं ना हिंदी में. इतरस्य इतरत्व भाव, विषयिणः विषयत्व भाव, विषयस्य विषयिणत्व विषयित्व भाव, विषयिणः विषयत्व भावः, विषयस्य विषयित्व भावः. So this is what is called itaretara bhava. Anupapattihi means absolutely impossible. Upapattihi is possible, tenable. Anupapattihi means untenable, impossible. Vishayi, becoming Vishaya is impossible. Vishaya becoming Vishayi is impossible. Itaretara bhavanupapatau. I can't say the Vishayi transforms and becomes Vishaya. Aram se sun liye. Supposing I say, Vishayi slowly transforms and becomes Vishaya. Then to prove the existence of itself, the Vishaya you require Vishayi. If the Vishayi has already transformed and become the Vishaya, then what is the proof? What is the proof? Pramana bhutam Vishayi is the pramana. Therefore, Vishayi can't transform and become Vishaya. Vishaya also can't transform and become Vishayi, because in our Anubhava, we do experience the objects transforming and becoming again objects. Object. It's not that object transforms and becomes object. In fact, object transforms and remains object. It remains object. Transformation is only a dharma, svabhava of the object. So its transformation doesn't lead it to become Vishayi. I tell you, on this point we can have excellent relaxation. Man can just relax. There is no problem. Object cannot become subject, subject cannot become object. I don't have to do anything. If I am the subject, I cannot become the object. I have not become the object. Therefore, I am Dena. Is it that we have become the body? If we have become the body, then definitely there should be no knowledge of the body, because if the Vishayi has become the body, then there should only be body without the knowledge of the body. How is that possible? There is only body without the knowledge. Means what is the proof of the existence of the body? Therefore, I am the body means I have not become the body. Nor I am the body, because I continue to be, despite the thinking that I am the body, we continue to be Vishayi. That we are Vishayi is Anubhava Siddham, and despite that Anubhava Siddha Vishayitvam, there is an Adhyasa that I am Vishaya. Therefore, that I am Vishaya Deha is what? Adhyasa. Therefore, here it says, Itare Tara Bhavanupapattau Siddhaya Anupattau Saptami Anupapattihi Anupapattau Siddhayam. When it is impossible. When Siddhaya means it's evident. It's Siddha. Not that it has to be established. We don't establish anything. In fact, in Vedanta, Siddha Karna, when you begin to cook, when you finish cooking, Anna Siddha hai. That means you brought about the Siddhi. Bringing about also is called Siddha Karna. Bringing about something is also called Siddha Karna. In Vedanta, Siddha Karna means what is Siddha? Pointing out what is already Siddha. If somebody is not looking at it, we draw his attention and point it to him. That is called Siddha Karna. And if somebody is arguing against Vedanta, we refute him and make him think correctly and establish what he is thinking is wrong and this is right. Aisa Samchana is also called Siddha Karna. Now in this really, what are you, kya Siddha kar rahe hain aap? Are you bringing about something? Anupapattau Siddhayam means what? It's untenability when it is absolutely evident. That's the meaning. When it is absolutely evident. When it is established that it is absolutely evident, the contrast between the Vishayi and the Vishaya is absolutely, when it is absolutely evident, that is Satisaptami. Anupapattau Siddhayam. Anupapattihi is Strilinga, therefore Siddhayam Alayam. Prabhu Sanskriti. You know that you have no choice over Shastra. You have no choice also over some fundamentals of Sanskrit. Then you can't say it is easy and difficult. You can talk about easy and difficult only about things which give you. Does anybody use the word easy, difficult when it comes to happiness? Understand this point. Oh, it is very difficult to get happiness. Then leave it. Then leave it. Then leave it. Similarly, it is very difficult to study Shastra. You can't leave it. You can't leave it. It is very difficult to study Sanskrit. You can't leave it. थोड़ा बहुत परिभाषा तो मालूम चाहिए. One has to know the terminology at least. If you don't know the Vyakaran. Therefore, Anupapattau Siddhayam. Up to that, is it clear? Half the sentence is over. Then Bhagavan says, Tat dharmanam api. Not only Vishayi becoming Vishaya is impossible. Vishaya becoming Vishayi is impossible. Tat dharmanam api, even their qualities. Tayoho dharmanam api. Sutaram means absolutely. Itaretara bhavanupapattihi can't become each other's. Vishayi guna cannot be Vishaya guna. Vishaya can't have the guna Vishayi. What is the fundamental guna of Vishayi? Here is the test of What is the fundamental guna of Vishayi? To be Vishayi, bas. Don't say awareness vagaira. That also means Vishayi. What is the, if not the soul, but the fundamental, at least the fundamental guna of Vishaya? To be objectifiable. Objectifiability is the soul guna. The rest we know what we call. It has a size. See the thing. The table has this much of length, this much of weight, this much of height, this much of weight, height, etc., etc. We think it has got so many qualities. But all these qualities remain within the fundamental quality of being point. One is Vishaya. It includes every stuff in it. So Vishaya can't enjoy the quality of Vishayi. And Vishayi can't enjoy the quality of Vishaya. The dharmanam of Vishaya, because that also must be said. Each can't become the other. Each can't also enjoy the quality of the other. Anupapatti means absolutely. Ityataha, and therefore, asmat pratyaya gochare. That means the Vishayi can't become Vishaya and vice versa. Therefore, it is so much contrast. On the basis of the evidence of their contrast, remember this phrase, on the basis of the evidence of their contrast, on the basis of the obtaining evidence. Man may not have recognition, that is a different thing, but he is living the experience pertaining to the contrast between Vishaya and Vishaya. I am making a difference between the evidence and recognition. This you must capture. One is the siddhi, the evidence of a fact. The other is recognizing that evidence. I may be living with the contrast. I may be constantly experiencing the contrast between Vishaya and Vishaya without looking at it. I may be constantly experiencing the virodha between the contrast between the Vishaya and Vishaya without looking at it. Therefore, on the basis of the most evident contrast between the Vishayi and Vishaya, Bhagavan says, Ityataha, therefore means what? On the basis of the most evident contrast between Vishayi and Vishaya and Vishayi, it is evident not to become Vishaya. Itaretara bhavanupapatti is evident. Itaretara dharma also is dharmanam itaretara bhavatvam, and dharmi also dharminorapi itaretara bhavanupapatti is evident. Subjects, it's the impossibility of the subject becoming an object. Please listen to this. The impossibility of the subject becoming the object or having object's qualities. The impossibility of the object becoming the subject or having its quality is siddha, is evident. You can't question the evidence. You can only say, I am not a recognize. I don't know. I don't know is different from it is not. What Bhagavan is saying is it is most. Clear? And then he comes next. We'll continue it later. He is going to say the adhyasa itself is untenable. When the contrast between the two is most evident, there should not be a confusion. When the contrast is most evident, there should not be. Because I can have confusion about the rope because its evidence can be eclipsed. There can be mandandakara. I can give an excuse for getting confused. But here there is no mandandakara. Because in the matter of the evidence, in the matter of the evidence of the Vishayi as ever the Vishayi and the Vishaya as ever the Vishaya, and their interconvertibility is not possible. This, you understand, this is something is never eclipsed. Subject can never be the object, object can never be the subject. This is something there cannot be mandandakara about. Therefore, and yet, there should not be adhyasa, but yet there is adhyasa because that what is most evident if you don't see it. There are so many points made. The adhyasa is made about the most evident. The adhyasa is made about the most evident. And it is made because what is most evident is not seen, not recognized. Jnana abhava, not evidence abhava. Confusion is not due to jnana abhava, grahana abhava, recognition abhava, not evidence abhava, not anubhava of the contrast abhava, not due to any veil, etc. There should not be adhyasa, but yet, and it is sarvaloka pratyaksh. This manner he begins. We continue in place. Purnalaha purnamidam purnah purnamudachyate purnasya purnamadaya purnameva vasishyate om shanti shanti shanti. Shri Guru Namaha Hari Om. आज ही धीरे धीरे सुनते रहिए. Can I see this? This is Sugama, this for Adhyasa Bhasha. You have to get another book called Brahma Sutra Bhasha. Shankar Bhasha. Hari Om Ji, Hari Om Ji, Hari Om. हरिओम। वॉकिंग वगैरह चलते हैं? हाँ, वॉकिंग वगैरह चलना चाहिए। Every step contributes to your being alive. Because those who study Vedanta generally पढ़े रहने का टेंडेंसी हो जाता है, पढ़े रहने का। That goes with Vedanta. पढ़ना, पढ़ाना, पढ़े रहना। तो पढ़े रहना is the result of पढ़ना। वेदांत पढ़ना मतलब it ends up in पढ़े रहना। You see? तो पढ़े रहना is all right. ये तो विभूति है, but for health it is. Therefore in the morning you have to go take a few steps. पढ़ाना पड़ेगा। क्या करते हैं स्वामी जी आप? उत्तरकाशी में क्या करते हैं? यहाँ पर पढ़ाते हैं, वहां पर पढ़े रहते हैं। They think पढ़े रहना is a waste of time. Very that Mataji, Shallamma is gone. She has gone. She asked me a question yesterday. Sansara Samudra. She asked the question like, Swamiji, kaun si समास है? And I said, Rupak समास है. So, sansara eva samudraha. Sansara samudraha. You say the upamana uttarapada karmadhare. Samudra is upamana. Sansara is upameyam. Sansaraha eva samudraha. It is upamana uttarapada karmadhare. But we can also get the vigraha. The sansaraha samudram iva. Samudraha iva. Then it becomes with upamana, uttarapada, karmadhara samasam, all right. But specifically, the previous one, sansaraha eva samudraha, is rupakam. Specifically, it is called rupak samasa. And sansaraha samudram iva, then it is specifically called upamita samasa. Upamita samasa. Iva samudra, samudraha iva. Make it as upmanupme bhava. Then it is upamita samasa. Sansaraha eva samudraha. Also rupaka samasa. As though it is telling that sansara itself is mana uttarapada karmadharaya samasam. Karmadharaya samasam. If you say it is karmadharaya, it is not complete. Then you have to be more specific. Upamana uttarapada karmadharaya. And there also again another vikalpa. Is it sansaraha sansaraha eva samudraha, sansaraha samudraha iva? And if you do that vikalpaha, one becomes the upamita, the other becomes the upaka. Even Rameshwara is Rama is Ishwara. It actually means Samanadhikarana. Is Ramascha, Rama eva Ishwara. Rameshwara, we can bring in Rupaka. Karmadharayam, but within Karmadharayam, Samanadhikaran to hai, तभी तो कर्मधारय होता है. Therefore, Rama eva Ishwara, Rameshwara. रूपक है, कर्मधारय है, लेकिन रूपक है. ऐसा नहीं कि ईश्वर राम ईश्वर इव राम ईश्वर इव और ईश्वर राम इव तो नहीं. राम एव ईश्वर ही राम ईश्वर बधा Hindi. Somebody had a problem with Rameshwar. So there was a temple, Shiva temple. Then it's called Rameshwara. Then a Shaivite said, Rameshwara का मतलब रामस्य ईश्वरः, षष्ठी तत्पुरुष, राम का भगवान है. ये शिवजी हैं, ये राम जी का भगवान है. समझ गए ना? Then a Vaishnavite said, नहीं, Rameshwara means बहुप्रीति, रामः ईश्वरः, नहीं, रामः ईश्वरः यस्य शिवस्य सः रामेश्वरः. राम जिसके लिए ईश्वर को. शिवजी तो है, ये शिवजी है. ये शिवजी कौन है? जिनके लिए हमारा राम जी भगवान है. शिवा कहते हैं, द शाइवाइट सेज व्हाट इज शिवा, राम जी का भगवान है. वैष्णवाइट कम्स एंड सेज ये शिवजी तो है, लेकिन जिनके लिए राम भगवान है. रामः ईश्वरः यस्य सः. That becomes the Bahuvrihi. Then Narada came there, said, why these people are arguing? Then Narada came, they said, don't worry, see, it is a problem of really samasa confusion. It is neither Shashti nor Bahuvrihi, it is Karmadharayam. How? He is Rama, he is Ishvara. ये राम जी हैं जो शिव जी हैं. व्याकरण का क्लास भी हो गया, उनका दिमाग भी ठीक आ गया, अध्यास भी खत्म हो गया. अध्यास भी खत्म हो गया. टू लुक अपॉन देम एज टू. थोड़ा समाज का ज्ञान भी आ गया होगा. अच्छा जी, नाउ वी कैन ऑल गो ऑन. Narada was called Ala Kalaha Bhojana. Actually, it's called Kalaha Bhojana. The one who always, fed on, used to feed on others' quarrels. It's called Kalaha Bhojana. But actually, we never really enjoyed others' quarrels. We always resolved. Kalaha Priya hai. कला प्रिय से भी ज्यादा है भोजन. कला प्रिय नहीं, कला भोजन. कला का भोजन ही कला है. जीरेबल डाइट. प्रिय जो प्रिय होता है उसको आप थोड़ी खाते हैं. तो भोजन यूज टू फीड ऑन. व्यवहार में तो ऐसे बोलते हैं है कि हमेशा संतुलन बनाए रखा. ना ये रिजॉल्व से प्रॉब्लम. The process is a great computer, but then it is a prakriya. If he eats a quarrel, that is a prakriya. Atma it is.